What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Zoe Notice off DFS here to bring you guys a prop video for today's two-game WNBA slate, late night West Coast games. That's why this video is coming out to you guys a little bit later on. Decided to enjoy my morning, watch some tennis, make some bets on that over there. We got Wimbledon going on, and looking forward to just cashing out on some tennis this week, building up the bankroll over on the books, and hopefully can actually find some plays over here on Prizepicks as well. We'll definitely be trying to share those over on the Patreon for you guys. If you guys are looking for my plays and everything like that, check the link down in the description below so you guys can go ahead and sign up. It's only $5 for the Patreon. You're not only getting my stuff, you're getting everyone else over here at the No Days Off fam, BK, and my boy Jorsa, who also kills the books as well. As always, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the content I put over here on the channel. I will have DFS video as well for the breakdown for the WNBA slate. And if you guys enjoying that content, you definitely do not want to miss out on that as well. So heading over here to Prizepicks, going to make this really short, sweet, get straight to the point over here. There's two plays that I really do like for today's WNBA slate. One of them, it's already gotten bumped, but it still has push potential, so we're still going to roll with it. As always, I will give you a couple leans. Didn't do too bad inside the last in the last prop video that we had. Looking at it, last prop video that I did was on Flex Friday, and we did have the Phoenix Mercury on that slate as well. And also the Connecticut Sun was oddly on that slate as well. But the plays that I have for that one was Natasha Cloud for her 7 assists. That ended up being a push. Carrington for her fantasy point score. She went over that. Tina Charles for her fantasy point score. She went over that. DT for her points. She crushed. She hit that 20 points. The only one that missed was Brittany Griner for her points. She did not get to 20 points. She stopped right there at 18. Ended up not, got pulled out at the end of the game. Game ended up somewhat a blowout, which really sucked. And then Wnba for her fantasy points scored. She was actually able to crush, playing at the center position, and was lights out on fire out there for them. So all in all, if you follow those plays from that video, you definitely were able to make some money on that. And today, gonna try to do the exact same thing, giving you guys a couple of plays that I do like for today's slate. First play is going to be a lean that I'm going to give. This is not going to be one of my main plays, but it is a lean if you're building out a multiple flex slip or something like that, and you're looking for something that you want to take a risk, take the chance on to build out, make a 5 or 6 flex over here on Prizepicks. It's going to be my girl Arike Ogumugwale. So looking at it, 22.5 points. She has gone over 4 out of her last 5 games. If you guys know anything about Reek, she's going to chuck the ball. She's a chucker. She's going to shoot. And if Dallas ever wants to stay in the game, we always have to rely on Reek just knocking down her shots. Now, one of the crazy, I guess it's not crazy, but one of the things that's always athletes, they like to go up against each other. Certain matchups, they really show up and they ball out for it. And just these Notre Dame guards, there's something about when they play against another one of their players. But Reek, over the last 2 seasons, she has literally crushed, going over this point total of 22.5. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 7 out of her last 6 out of her last 7 games going up against the Storm. And this is even before Skylar Dickinson was over there. She has gone over it with at least 24 points in this spot right here against them. Now, if you guys know, on the season, her point total is up there. She literally has to carry the team in regards to what she can, what she produces and what she does. Because like I said, if she's not scoring, it's not really doing too much. I do have Reek for at least about 25, maybe close to 30 points. If you want to ladder that over on the books, I do like the upside for that. 22.5. We literally just seen this game not too long ago. She had 24 points in that game, and she was knocking it down from 3. Really, it's a lean right there because there's no telling if the Storm decide they want to come out here. It is in their house and put their foot to the gas pedal and come out and actually stomp the Wings. They definitely can go ahead and do that. But Reek, as always, she plays the most minutes out there on the team, 38, close to 40 minutes. If she's not tired, she will stay out there for the whole game if the game stays close. And I got it. It's 11.5 point spread, but still, Dallas, we tend to come out with a chip on the shoulder, especially after losses. We try to keep the games close. 22.5, I like the over for that for Reek, just with the history and everything that she has going on and just the fast-paced environment that she's going to be dealing with. Now, going over to one of my main plays on today's slate, still sticking with Arike, but over here on the combo tab, Arike and Jewel Lloyd. This right here has, I don't understand why it's sitting at 5. Now, I understand Lloyd, she's very much hit or miss in regards to what she can give you out here from the 3-point line. Last game going up against Dallas, she went out there. She had 2 threes that she made. The game before that, only 1 3. And the game before that, it was 1. Now, looking at it, that's not really too great. You will want both the players that you have going out here to knock down threes to technically be kind of a 50-50 split. But Arike, if you guys know, then you know. One of the things that she does so well is she's lethal from that 3-point line. Looking at her game logs going up against the Seattle Storm, 6 threes made, 5 threes made, 5 threes made, 3 threes made, 5 threes made, 7 threes made, 3 threes made. So if you're looking at it right there, only 2 out of the last 7 games where they've matched up between this season and last season, they have not gone over this 5 3-point made line. Jewel Lloyd playing at home, I will always go ahead and take that. The upside is definitely there for her. And Dallas, we play so-so defense. Our defense is not locked down. It's not anything like what it was in years past. The upside for her to be able to go out here and carry and help Enrique get to those points with the threes is definitely doable. But 5 3 points made, the combo, love the upside for that one right there. Out of everyone else, these combos, I really don't like them. DT, not on that one over there with her and Enrique. That 5.5, that's really honestly a hook waiting to happen, because you would really need Enrique to carry that one right there. Connecticut Sun, one of the top defenses in the league. I don't see DT being able to go out there and splash too many threes. Same thing for Kalia Copper. The matchup is not good for her. And then Dewana Bonner and Kalia Copper, them two as well right here. Bonner, the 3-point shot has not been falling for her all season. So all these are really kind of risky. The only one that I see that really has some value and some good potential, also along with a push potential, is going to be that Jewel Lloyd and Arika Gumkwale 3-point made right there. All right, so heading over to my next prop that I actually have for you guys, looking at the PRA tab. Now, this play has already gotten bumped, but it still has push potential. And honestly, I really don't see how this play does not, unless somehow, some way, old bag of bones, 20+ year DT comes out here and she balls. 23 PRA. It was originally at 23.5, but I still like it. Again, push potential for her. I would like the under for her here at that 23.5. Now, game log. Whoa, she's gone over 4 out of the last 5 games. Cool. But she's going up against one of the top defenses. I want to say that Connecticut is still the #1 defense in the league. If they're not #1, they're #2. They've already played earlier this season. It was on the front end of a back-to-back. They got blown out 47-70 in that game right there. DT had 6 points. She had 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Didn't come close to this 23. Now, if you look at last season as well, she went under in both games that she faced going up against them. The last time that Diana Taurasi went over this PRA line against the Connecticut Sun, you got to go back to 2022, where she was actually able to drop 32 points in that game. Other than that, she hasn't done it. She hasn't done it in a while. Now, another reason why this play right here has some juice for it to me is also for the fact that they are coming off the back end of a back-to-back. DT played 32 minutes last night. If you know anything about Diana Taurasi, and whenever I actually like to play DT, is when she's coming off of rest. Lots of days of rest. She's not coming off of any days of rest right here. Luckily, there is no travel for them. They are playing at the crib, so she's not going to have to worry about flying or anything like that. But still, 32 minutes last night in a fast-paced game where she honestly cooled off quite a bit after that first half. Really wasn't able to get too much going. I really don't see the rebounds being there, because Connecticut, they are pretty stingy out there on the board. They can clog the paint with AT and with Bree Jones out there. And not to mention, Dewana Bonner can snack some boards right there. All the guards, they go ahead, they help Carrington, Ty Harris, they can go ahead and stack some rebounds. And then the assist upside. Unless literally Brittany Griner, and she's dishing the rock straight up to BG continuously, or Copper's cutting to the rim over and over again, and somehow getting those buckets to fall, is the only way that maybe DT can go out here and get you about 5-6 assists, 2-3 rebounds, and go out here maybe about 15-ish points. But I don't even see her getting 15 points today. I love the upside here for that 23 PRA under. That is one that is that's been a staple for me on today. If you were able to get it at 23.5, or if you still see it over there on the books for 23.5, I know it is currently favored on the under. It was like a -130 over there on FanDuel for the 23.5 as well. So definitely taking the under on that one right there. That right there will be my play of the day. For the day will be Diana Taurasi under the 23 PRA. Now, outside of that, if you want to mess with the fantasy score, this is going to be a lean, just because DT can stumble her way into a couple of steals. That's the only reason why I don't want to take that. Again, she is 4 out of the last 5 games she has gone over. But in that first game going up against Connecticut out there, she did register right around 19 fantasy points, 19, 20-ish fantasy points. So it's there. It's doable, definitely, to take the fantasy point score. Hopefully, she just turns the ball over. It's pretty sloppy. Maybe gets ejected. Get a couple of early fouls. That definitely can happen for Diana Taurasi. We know she can be a hothead at times. But the under on that one, either or, looks good. But I really do prefer the PRA, just because I don't see her really doing too much scoring. And then the rebounds and assists, I don't see that happening on today's slate. Other play that I have for you guys on today, besides that one, this one's going to be lean as well. But it's going to be going right back to my girl, Dejanay Carrington. If we look at it, 4 out of her last 5 games, she has gone over that. I'm not really too worried about that. That's not what is really intriguing me. It's just the fact of Carrington, what she does. Again, I like taking players that can go out there and get me those steals, can go out there and get me some blocks. She does everything in regards to stuff in the stat sheet. If you look at what her last couple of games, she's been scoring very good at a pretty good clip, also grabbing some boards, getting out there, getting into the passing lanes, getting you a couple of steals and things like that as well. 3 steals in that last game going up against Atlanta. The game before that against Washington, 2 steals in that one. Versus Seattle, a steal in that game. Las Vegas Aces, 2 steals, 1 steal. So she's really registering a stock or 2 a game right now for her, along with the fact that she is one of those driving forces in regards to the offense out there, because we cannot always depend on Dewana Bonner to go out here and drop 40 points or something like that for them. Carrington, the slasher, getting to the rim. I do expect for the Mercury to be coming off some tired legs. They are a old team. They are very much an old team. But Carrington, upside 23.5. It was sitting at 23. Another play that had push potential, but I will still take her up to about 24, 24.5. I don't mind that, but 23.5, if you're building out a 6-slip, I really do like the upside for that, for Dejanay Carrington to go over that one right there for me. Now, outside of that, really no other plays are really sticking out. Besides, like I said, if you guys want to take my girl Arike for that 22.5 points, but if you feel like this game definitely will stay close, which I do feel it in my heart of hearts that the game should be able to stay close, come over here to the fantasy point tab as well. Look for Reek. She's sitting at 39.5. She definitely can go out there and get that. Last game going up against them, she did just drop 45 fantasy points. She has gone over 4 out of her last 5 games. And if you look at the game logs going up against the Seattle Storm, she's been smacking that 39.5 continuously going up against them last 2 seasons. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. Definitely, if you guys are playing DFS, look on the channel for that. The games are at 10, so there's plenty of time for you guys to go ahead and get these plays in. Plenty of time for you guys to go ahead and lock in for the DFS side as well. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not done so already. Make sure you guys subscribe, man. You guys have helping the channel grow so much. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys. The appreciation is definitely there. Definitely gonna have to do some type of live stream or something coming up soon, and some more collabs and things like that over here on the channel. And we're just continuing to grow. Summer League is right around the corner. We'll be trying to cover that as well for you guys. So again, subscribe if you haven't. Good luck to everybody. Peace.